Yeah, we got Sky Blue and Dark Hurt in the house. NY, the MP podcast.
And everybody, welcome in NY podcast. Your host, Carrot, Brian Sherrod.
Yeah.
Started a little late today. Somebody had some allergy issues. Not going to say any names. That would be me. But you tuned into the NYMD podcast. Now, of course, we're on Stitcher, Spreaker, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find the NYMD podcast. We're also on Facebook, IG, and the Twitter. What up, Jay? Good morning, man.
What's going on, Jay?
We're here on StreamYard. We're also live on YouTube, so subscribe, like, and send your comments in. And we always appreciate the fam and all the friends that come on and come in on the morning. So appreciate all you guys. What is going on, B?
All right, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you where it's going on.
Uh-oh.
Right, and we just gonna get it started with this, man.
Yes, we have to, I guess, right?
Yes, because sports bring in like that, man. Sports. The start of sports. You bring in these new. It's like a new beginning. You come with these new seasons.
Yep.
Well, as of last week, we started a new season. And unfortunately, it wasn't a sport, man.
Nope.
So my first question to you this morning, yo, you done with these cicadas yet, yo?
Well, they don't really bother me, to be honest, except for the 10 that were inside my door frame this morning, which they didn't really bother me either. They're harmless. The thing is, I haven't really heard that cicada sound yet.
You haven't?
No, not as powerful as it could be.
Yeah. Oh, I hear it. Oh, it's definitely there.
But I think you're also more attuned to it because you definitely don't like these things.
No. You didn't realize it, but
I didn't know because I've known you for the past I don't know how long. So we know each other from the past time that this brew was out here. Now again, cicadas come out yearly. Some, but it's just the numbers. Some there's a 13, 17, and like a yearly thing. Whatever it is, some of them take a little bit longer to get out of high school. Whatever. But these are the 17 or Broad X as they're called. And, they're on the tires, on the cars, on the side. They're all up the side of my house. Like, they're all the way up to the roof. Like, it's just all the way up. So, but at this point, listen, the only thing I care about. Just don't touch my face. We're good.
Okay.
So, that hasn't happened. I don't like anything. Like, I can deal with spiders. I can deal with not bees since I'm allergic. So, I don't want you to even get close. But insects, praying mantis, cicadas, grasshoppers, whatever, I don't care. Those just don't get near my face. You get near my face, we got problems. Everybody died. Okay, everybody's dying. Other than that, I'm like, okay, just real low.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I know these things are harmless. I know that, dude. I hate these things. I can't. And this is the first time that I've run into cicadas at my my new place. So I was wondering because at my old house, the last time they came, I didn't really see a lot. I didn't really see too many of them. But man, it's just like old country buffet, man, for all the birds and squirrels in my in my backyard, because it's a ton of. They're everywhere, dude. They're everywhere, and I can't stand them. I just can't wait for this to be done. And every morning I'm greeted by the cicada sound. Yeah, man. And when I texted you that picture, that was just one section. That was just one small section,
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I got the video of my door frame. I'll send you in a little bit.
Oh yes, please. Yes, I gotta see that, man.
And Max trying to eat them.
Yeah, I'm going through that too. Yeah. Gracie is. I turned around and I thought she was sniffing for an area, but now she had a cicada in her mouth. I'm just like, oh, God. So, yeah, man.
But just imagine if we were out on Bear Grylls' show or something, he just eat those things whole.
Yeah.
He didn't even cook them.
Yeah.
He's like, you need protein. In the wilderness. It's either that or cat or elephant dung water.
Oh, God.
I mean the cicada. If you say, do I have to drink elephant dung water or eat a cicada? I mean the cicada.
Hey, maybe I should get my practice in for for when I go out
Yeah,
there.
for Survivor.
Yeah.
Think about it. What you can't get past this. And you want to go to Survivor?
That's a good point, Eric. That's a really good point, though.
You might eliminate yourself. You land there and be like, yo, I need this tent to be airtight. Okay? Like leaves and branches. I don't care. We ain't nothing coming in here.
Oh man, that's a good point, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, hopefully we only got a couple more weeks of this.
Yeah, I mean, eventually the remaining carcasses and shells will be left over, but eventually it'll disappear. But honestly, to me, it's not as bad as the last one was, where they were literally flying down 695. I feel like they were just running into your car. Those are the worst, because you're just driving and blat. And it's not like a little blat, like when some other type of bug might come into or hit your car. It's a big one because they're pretty sizable.
Yeah.
Insects, and they leave a nice yellowish hue of whatever you want to call it, insectum that they want to leave. Yeah. And yeah, it's just not pretty when you just hear them knock it into your car. But we're not at that point. I don't know if we're going to get at that point, but anyway, enough of the cicadas.
All right, man. So like I said, we're going to go all over the place today. Here's my next question for you, because I just discovered this myself. I'm just curious. Did you know the PGA tournament was going on?
Yes.
And do you know who's leading it right now?
Of course. That would be Phil Mickelson.
Phil, son.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil is a...
You say Uncle Phil?
Yeah, Uncle Phil is leading the PGA right now, man. What the
heck? Dude, I was minding my business. Mm-hmm. And then something happened Thursday, and I was like, is there a tournament or something? Because I just saw a bunch of names that I knew. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, oh, well, let me see what it is. And it's the PGA. I was like, oh, okay. And then so ever since then, I haven't watched it, though. So I think it may be even on ESPN Plus or ABC. But I have not watched it. But I saw who, as I said, he surged to the lead, which is Phil Mickelson. So, but I knew it was going on, but it was by chance. I didn't sit here and put on my calendar the PGAs this weekend, Yeah. I just happened across it. So.
I clicked on ESPN. I was trying to check the scores. Wow. The PGA's going on? Like, normally I know about this stuff. Like, but dude, I literally had no idea that tournament was going on right now. So
yeah, well, Phil's in the lead at 7 under. Behind him is Brad Koepka, who's at 6 under. And then, of course, our favorite Louis Oosthuizen.
Oosthuizen, okay.
He's 5 under, and then a bunch of other people I don't know. So, but we know those three, and then that's where we are so far. So,
all right. Well, I root for Phil these days. You know what I mean? Like,
he's a totally different person. But they're playing in Kauai Island, South Carolina.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've never been to because I've only been to Myrtle Beach, so I don't know where this island is. But the total purse is $12 million.
Wow, man.
Woo. Yeah, he tees off at 2:30 with Koepka.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll peep it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll probably turn to it just to see. So okay. I mean, because there's a lot of NBA playoff games on today. So
yeah, and we will definitely get to that. All right, man. My third question for you today, and this is something I also totally forgot until I saw a commercial a couple days ago. But are you excited for the upcoming Olympics, which are next month?
No. There's a lot of stuff going on over in Japan, COVID-wise still. And I think they're still under a state of emergency. Things have gotten canceled. I'm not excited. I mean, of course, we all know it should have been last year, but we all know everybody was in a state of emergency last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
COVID. So it had to be postponed. I get it, but I'm not. There's been zero hype about this. And the thing is, I can't blame everybody because most people don't even think it either should go on or if it's going to go on.
Well, okay, and this is what I wanted to ask you because maybe you know more about this. but because with the accessibility of vaccines, and because at least in the U.S., we have a good portion of the population that's vaccinated, and with the accessibility of these vaccinations, is there a concern? Is there more optimism, or is there more of a concern of having the Olympics next month?
It's still a concern because we're not in charge of what other countries do or how they get everything. So go ahead.
But I'm wondering though, now that we have vaccines, like, are all the countries going to require Olympic athletes to be vaccinated before they go to Japan?
I'm sure that's not the case. Because it's not the case here. As far as not everybody's vaccinated, but even if you're vaccinated, as we see with the Yankees and other teams, you still can get COVID, and you still get it from somebody, obviously, that's not vaccinated. So it's something, how things go around Olympic Village all the time. I don't know how they're going to have things isolated, or the Team USA is going to just be Team USA. It'll be no, like, I was going to use the word frolicking, which may not be, which is kind of appropriate, but not but like intermingle, I guess, with each other as much as they usually do. But I don't know. And I think that's what everybody's concerned about.
Do you think the Olympics should go on next month?
There's two parts of that question for me. The medical part of me says no. The part of these athletes have a very slim window to compete, and this may be someone's only Olympics that they could ever be in. And I would never want to take that dream away from somebody. Yeah. And if they're willing to take that chance to go over there to fulfill their Olympic dream, I wouldn't want to take that away from them. I really wouldn't. And that to me is the hardest question, because if I worked my whole life to get to this point, and I don't know if I'm going to make it again, because you're going to always got to keep having to try, or you're at the prime of your career. And this is the Olympics. You have to go. You have to get through it. So I would never want to deny these thousands of athletes, their right to compete for their country. So.
Yeah, and like you said, they work so hard. They work for 4 years, to get to the point. It's
not like it's next season. It's not like it's baseball, basketball, football, where you're like, all right, I'm injured or whatever the case is, I can come back next season. There may not be a next season for them.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. I feel like we got to the place with sports now where we know more about this virus. Like I said, we have vaccinations, we have data. I think we know how to have sporting events and have protocols in place to keep the athletes as safe as possible. So, yeah, I think the game should go on, man, and hopefully everything will go off without a hitch. So,
yep.
All right, man. Let's see where to next. Hurt. You know what? We have a lot of baseball. We have a lot of basketball to talk about. So I'm gonna start off with football. I have some football questions for you.
All right. Well, good. Speaking of football, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So I know we're going all over the place. My question to you is, who is going to finish in the top 4 of the Premier League? So today is the last day.
I said I had football. I'm talking about American football.
Oh, you know what? I get my bad. But I'll still go on with the question. So, Man City, who won the tournament, won the title this year.
You see what colors I got on, Hurt? Come on now.
Man United finished second. So up for a 3rd and 4th place. Chelsea has 67 points. Liverpool has 66. Leicester City has 66 as well. They're just behind Liverpool in differential, goal differential.
Okay.
And only the top 4 teams make the Champions League.
All right.
So right now in 3rd is Chelsea, then Liverpool, and Leicester. Who's going to make Champions League?
All right. So
it's 2 out of the 3.
Chelsea and Man City.
No, Man City's already there. I gave you the 3 too.
Oh, they're already there.
Chelsea, Liverpool, and Leicester City.
Well, Chelsea, and Liverpool are going to make it.
Chelsea, okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Those are good picks. I think Liverpool, due to their goal differential, they should win today. And Leicester should win as well. They play some scrubby team from North London. Forgot their name. Tottenham. So they should win that game as well. So but if they beat Tottenham like 7-0, they could leapfrog Liverpool. So who knows?
That's crazy.
If Liverpool wins like 1-0, you never know. So yeah, that's why I like the last game. All the games are at 11 today. All the games are on TV across the board or Peacock. So it's always fun to watch.
That's cool. Kind of like, I mean, and of course I don't watch it to know, but it's almost like that NFL season where you have playoff scenarios of certain teams, and you don't want to have all the games at all at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock or 4, they all should be at the same time. Yep. So, which is cool. But yes, all right, go ahead.
All right. So my first football question for you is this: will the NFL approve a Super Bowl halftime show of Snoop, Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Kendrick Lamar?
Is this new to me? Is this what's
so? Yeah, Snoop wants to have this halftime show. Would you think the NFL would approve?
Wow. Well, isn't Jay-Z in charge?
Yeah. You know what? I forgot how that whole stuff went down. But I think he is. I thought he was supposed to be involved.
Yeah.
But apparently Snoop kind of put this out there.
Yeah.
That he would like to do it.
I think if he added Martha Stewart, it would happen. Like if him and Martha were going to host it, and some songs, and while Martha's making a meal during the halftime show, I think people would tune in for that. I personally would love it as a concert. It's man, like I said, that's a headline for a concert. I don't know. I don't think, honestly, for some reason, I don't feel like it's. I wouldn't say the word appropriate. Maybe I don't think it's a halftime show.
Well, we know what happened when Snoop went to, what was it, like Kansas or something like that? What school did he go to? Remember?
It was Kansas.
Yeah, for their like senior day or something, and yeah.
He
kept it. He kept it Snoop. He kept, what I'm saying?
And that's the problem.
And the alumni
going to be regular Snoop. Snoop's going to be high Snoop. Okay, which I guess is regular Snoop. So yeah, I would kind of. Eminem's just too angry, but I love Kendrick Lamar too. But again, if that was a concert going around, it'd sell out every night.
Oh yeah.
But as a halftime show for Super Bowl, I mean, is it better than the Grateful Dead or something? Yes.
Is it better than The Weeknd? Absolutely.
Well, again, The Weeknd had no fans. Basically, it may have like 5, and it was a whole different situation. But The Weeknd it was okay. Like, he's not going to be great, but it was for that type of Super Bowl. Yeah, he was going to be okay. Now, if you have 1 billion fans in it, no, he wouldn't be a regular.
Actually, that's a good point. I don't know if you brought that up before, but now that you say that, you know what? That is a good point. If you're going to have somebody at the Super Bowl halftime, why not it be someone that,
yeah.
For that type of Super Bowl, you know what? That does kind of make sense. Like,
because just imagine if it was. I'm just bringing up a name. Say Madonna's going to do a halftime show. Yeah. You want Madonna at that halftime?
No, not at all.
No. So it's The Weeknd, Party Next Door, whatever other name you want that's really long that I don't really get. That's fine. But if there's fans, you got sold out 80,000, you better bring somebody big.
Yeah.
So I don't even know where the Super Bowl is next year. You know where it is?
Is it? That's a good question. No, I don't know.
Is it Miami?
I don't know. I feel like it was just in Miami. I don't know. I have to look that up. All right, man. So,
all right, what you got?
Sticking with the NFL. Of course, the NFL changed rules this year, allowing players to wear different jerseys, right? Like wide receivers, they don't have to wear, in the 80s or in the teens. They can get single digits and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to preface this by saying we're going to talk about jersey numbers. Okay. First one is Hollywood Brown. And my question to you is, do you have a problem with Hollywood Brown wearing number 5?
I was reading that, and I was like, is he? As long as it's not number 10. Because if somebody gets Stoney Case's number, I would have a problem with that.
Yo, you have to bring up Stoney Case just about every podcast. It's so funny.
Every time we talk.
How often that name comes up. Yeah.
Listen, Mexico State's own Stoney Case, man. I mean, seriously. He's a Lobo and a legend. All right. Of course, we all know I'm as of the Ravens here. I'm not a Ravens fan. And between us, as we all know. If that number is okay, if that number is not retired or hung up or whatever the case is, someone has the right to wear it, whether it be a QB or what. Again, do I like these number changes? No, I don't. In college, it's fine because it's college. In college, you can wear whatever number you want. I don't like receivers wearing 1, 2, 5, or 12 or whatever. Even though in college, I'm used to it. In all seriousness, college has always been that way.
Right.
Shoot, they got people sometimes with 2 numbers. They just can't, the same number, they just can't be on the field at the same time.
Right.
They just run out of numbers. So I don't mind it if the number is there. Oh, okay. Jaden said it's LA. I said, well, SoFi. That's right. It's going to be in SoFi Stadium. Of course he would know that as the Ravens.
Okay.
Thank you, Jaden. Appreciate it. And hopefully, Matt Stafford and your Rams will be there.
Stop it. Stop.
You need to talk about with your uncle and his hatred for your team's quarterback. Okay. Anyway, if it's there, he has a right to wear it. That's all I gotta say. It's not retired. Is Ray Lewis's number retired?
So here's the thing: the Ravens don't retire numbers, but they don't make them available. So, like for instance, no one will ever wear 52. No one will ever wear 75, and no one will ever wear 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know, and the thing is, I've been here. I know who all those people are.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, no one better wear 20.
No,
if you wear 75, you got to be at least 7'5". Shoot, ain't nobody pulling that jersey anyway.
Oh man. So I'm with you. Like, if it's available, hey, you can wear it. But it is going to be kind of strange, though. Like Flacco. Wait a minute. What's this?
I'm not the biggest Matt fan.
There we go, Jay.
That's the family thing now. I see.
There we go.
It's a family thing. The whole family doesn't like Stafford.
No, but like, yeah, if the number's there, it should, hey, you should wear it. But I do kind of feel a certain weight. Like Flacco, by all means, his number is not retire worthy. But I almost feel
He's still playing.
Yeah, like I almost feel like it's a little too soon to make the number, but like not retire it, but I don't know. But I don't have any problem with it though.
Yeah, like it is.
At the same time, I think it's too soon. Now I have another jersey I want to talk to you about, and that's 85. You know who jersey that is, right?
For what team?
That will be your Jacksonville Jaguars, because they announced on Thursday that your boy Tim Tebow is wearing the number 85, yo. And then on Friday, it became the hottest selling jersey on NFLProShop.com. So what's wrong with NFL fans? That's my question to you. Do they realize this dude is not making the team, yo? Jacksonville fans, Tim Tebow is not making the team. He's a 33-year-old wannabe tight end. He ain't making the team. Maybe the practice squad. Maybe the practice squad. But he is not making the 53-man roster.
NFL fans are the worst. They're the worst. They're the most, I wouldn't say violent is the word. I feel like they're the most tribal in a way. They're the most tribal of fans. And listen, you know me, I'm not a Tebow football person. I'm not. He's a good kid. Of course, he was in the Mets farm system for a while because that's what he wanted to do. I'm sure there's Tebow Mets jerseys out there that people got too as well. So, you know what? You want to go spend your money on a jersey? Go ahead. That's not me. I'm not buying anybody's. I don't care whose it is. unless somebody gives it to me as a gift. But like you said, it's going to be a jersey come, September that we're not going to see on the sideline or in the game. So that's the only time they're going to get it, and they can have it because he ain't playing.
No, yeah. You know what? That's a good point. Hey, you might as well get it while you can because
get it while it's hot.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna be that long.
Nope.
No. Yeah, I just thought that was crazy. All right, man. I think we're done with all the other sports I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so I guess you're right, man. Vintage, you know what I mean? The vintage rare jersey. All right, man, we're going to talk about baseball. Before we get into basketball, because we have a lot of basketball to talk about today, but I do want to get into baseball because a lot happened in baseball this week. And I have a lot of negative things to talk about, but before then, yeah, because I shouldn't say negative. There's some positive things, too. But we're going to start this off with the positive stuff, okay? And I think you'll like this question. Is Ohtani the MVP of baseball, Hurt?
Well, he's obviously the best player on that team. So that's number one. Number two, I'm being facetious, people. I'm really not going after. I promise I'm not going after he's on the DL. What's his name?
Trout. Really?
I know I was struggling because for some reason Tim Salmon came to my head. Then I started thinking of other fish names. So it took me a while to get to Trout. I don't know why, but Tim Salmon was the first name that popped in my head. And I'm like, no, it's not that fish.
Get that man some respect, man. Good Lord.
No, it was an accident. I was like, why am I drawing like Tim Salmon? I'm like, no, it's not Salmon. He's happy. Listen, out of all people, I love that guy. I love Shohei Ohtani, pitching, hitting, everything. Is he MVP currently? No, because the team's not anywhere near first place. So, but I mean, he could be comeback player of the year, right? Was he hurt most of last year? So I would probably give him that. But there's still a team that's 8 games under 500 and 19-27 and dead last place of that division. So my due to that, I'm going to say no.
Wow, I can't believe we disagree on this. But dude,
yes, all right, I'm excited.
Dude, this dude is definitely the MVP, yo.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I like hearing that. I like it.
All right, let's just talk about his batting statistics, right? My man has 14 home runs. 14 home runs, he's batting .268, 34 RBI. That ain't bad. But yo, when you add his pitching stats, which is crazy. Like he's got 6 games that he started, 30 innings, 45 strikeouts in 30 innings, 2.37 ERA. Now his record is 1-0. But dude, when you are a top flight starting pitcher and a top flight hitter, come on, man. That's MVP worthy, man. And the reason why I ask you this because I just actually looked up his stats this week because baseball does such a horrible job of promoting this dude. Yo, this dude should be on. I don't understand. Like this dude, they should be marketing this guy and promoting this guy, dude. Like he's Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand.
That's like everything doing to Mike Trout. Like if Mike Trout is Michael Jordan of baseball, why don't we see him at all? Yeah. So we're never going to even see Ohtani. Like when Ohtani first got here, I felt like there was some hype around him. Then it just went away, and they're in one of the biggest markets in the United States.
Yeah, it went away because he got hurt and stuff. You know what I mean? But this season, he's been completely healthy, and his stats on both sides of the ball are fire, yo. Like I don't understand why nobody is saying. Like I shouldn't just find out about this just by happenstance. Like they should be promoting this guy, man. And it sucked baseball, man. Just such a horrible job. But yo, this dude is the MVP to me, yo.
Yeah. To James' question, I think the last dual threat like this, highly rated, was Babe Ruth. I think it was the last highly rated
Yeah.
In baseball, I really can't think of someone who has actually. I mean, the other day they put him in right field.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I mean, he could DH again. He's batting 268. He's got 14 home runs, like you said, 34 RBIs, and he's doing well. But that team is not doing. The team is below 500, like by a lot. But again, I'm a Shohei Ohtani fan. But my question to you is: do you think it'd be different if he was across the street? You think he'd be marketed different?
Absolutely.
And why is that? Now I know the name brand is of a higher quality, but they're in the same place.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. But I mean, they're in the same. They're not far.
Right.
They're not far. I mean, Pujols is doing better on the other side of the street, so
yeah,
they picked him up. So what's the difference between him being an Angel than if he was a Dodger?
I don't know, dude. But all I know is this dude is the MVP. I don't care what anybody says. This dude's the MVP.
Yeah,
like, you can throw 100-mile-per-hour, and this dude has like all the tools. This dude throws 100-mile-per-hour. He has power. He leads the league in home runs. I believe he leads the league in home runs, and he's fast. Like you said, they put him in right field.
Second, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh, okay, all right.
And he's like second in RBI because JD Martinez. No,
Trey Mancini.
Trey is first with 39.
Yes, sir.
Then JD has 37. There's a couple people in here got 38. So yeah, he doesn't really lead in anything, but he's still up there.
Okay. All right, man. I just wanted to start something off a little on a high note.
Yeah, a little show A.
Yeah. His nickname is Showtime, which I didn't realize. I like that, Showtime. That's cool.
Showtime Ohtani. You see how this goes together? Showtime Ohtani.
Yeah. Wow, he has a perfect nickname, but have you seen any Showtime Ohtani commercials? Of course not, because
have you seen Mike Trout commercials?
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
Yeah, for literally one Subway commercial. Can this dude not get a deal with like Dre Beats or something? I mean, anything. I think there was a question like, who can replace Mike Trout as the best player in baseball? And my answer is anyone that's visible.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel. It's a shame, though.
Yeah.
Like, I was never against him because of his talent or anything. It's just, and this is why basketball, football, they wear helmets. You can't even see people. But everybody does a much better marketing job. Heck, I could, if a WNBA player walked down the street, I could probably tell you who she is over Mike Trout.
That's a shame.
Or Shohei Ohtani at this point.
Wow.
And it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Hey, I will say this. That's one thing that the WNBA does way better than baseball, and because they have to, is they market their players.
Yeah.
They market their sport and they market their players. Now, granted, like I said, I know they have to try harder, but at least they do that. Like baseball
needs to try harder to get out of that third place that they've been in forever.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Freaking ridiculous. All right, man. Now we're going to talk about some negative things. And I'll just go straight with this one. Manny Machado, is he a dirty player, dude?
All right, I missed it. What happened?
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. Like, my man was an Oriole, but this dude's dirty, man. Like, now technically what he did was legal, okay?
Okay.
But I still think it was dirty. All right, so he's on first base, and this happened this week. He's on first base. I forgot what team they're playing. He's trying to break up a double play. Now, he's nowhere near second base. He's like halfway between second base. The infielder comes to pick up the ball. And normally when you see this, right, you'll see the runners either run out the baseline or they'll try to slow up so that the infielder has to go and run to tag him, because the infielder was going to pick up the ground ball, tag him, then throw it to first, right? Mind you, they're halfway between first and second. So what does Manny do? He slides right into him. Slides. Second base he's halfway between first and second. He doesn't slow up. He doesn't run out the baseline. He slides into the runner. And I just feel like that's so dirty, yo. Like you could have hurt this man. Like he's nowhere near second base hurt. Like I've never seen for as long as we've been watching baseball, I cannot recall an instance where a player slides into the infielder halfway to second base. I just think that's wrong, man. Like I said, technically, it's not an uproar for it because technically it's legal and the infielder kind of went into his path to get the ball. But as a professional courtesy, don't slide into that dude. You can hurt him, seriously injure that guy, man. And I think it's dirty. I think it's wrong. And I went back and I watched all of the Manny Machado dirty plays, even when he was with the Orioles and the Dodgers and the Padres. He does this stuff all the time. It's just not cool, man. Like it's not cool, man. I think it's wrong, and that's why this dude gets a bad rap, man. I mean, gets a reputation, and I think is actually deserved. I think it's dirty, man. I don't think that's cool. Like he's going to get you out, man. There's no need to slide into that dude, man. I just think it's wrong, and I don't mind you breaking up the double play near the second base bag, but when you're like halfway, you're not even halfway there. You're gonna slide into him. That's dirt. That's some dirty stuff, man.
Yeah, honestly, it's not even a story.
No,
which
it's not.
Yeah, like I said, this happened like 5 days ago.
Yeah, like I said, technically it's legal, but I still think it's dirty, yo, because you could have hurt. You could have hurt that dude, man. Like I don't like that. I don't like that, man. And I've never seen anybody else do that. I've seen that play happen all the time. The ball gets hit to the infielder. Clearly, he's going to tag him out. And the guy either slows up or tries to run back to first, or he'll just slowly run into the player. You don't slide like you're sliding into second base into that player. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, I don't like that, Joe. I don't like it, and I think it's wrong.
Yeah, it's totally a weird play. And do they call him out and a runner out?
The crazy thing, if you look at that play, the guy never tags Machado. The way the play went, he kind of the glove never even really touches Machado. Of course,
it didn't.
Yeah, he still called it. They still called him out because he gave up himself and went back to the dugout. But
anything was still better than Albert Bell's forearm.
Yeah.
If you want to do a list of those things, it's still not as bad as the Albert Bell forearm in the second baseman. Speaking of former Orioles.
So what are your thoughts, man? I just real quick. I just wanted to get your thoughts.
I personally don't like it. I don't like it. From looking from they showed a bunch of other highlights of people doing the same thing. Which again, that's where the Albert Bell thing came up too. But other people have slid in the middle of the base path.
That's what I'm saying.
If anything, that should be ruled out of baseball. Period. Like that shouldn't be a play anybody should be able to do to break up anything. I know as a runner, you're supposed to be getting in the path, even though you can't be, the Reggie Jackson putting my hands out or whatever, my butt out to stop a ball from getting, a double play ball happening or something. But you shouldn't, because the guy's running and they're moving. If you just stick your landing the wrong way, that's a broken leg. It's a broken leg. And it's something baseball needs to look at and outlaw. You can't do that. That's an automatic out, and it should be a suspension.
Yeah, I just don't think it's cool, man.
I don't get it. I know there's baseball etiquettes, and I don't know if you have Tony La Russa on this thing.
Oh, he's next.
Okay, but yeah, we'll get into baseball etiquette. But I just think it's one of those things that I'm not trying to hurt you. You need to, as a player, try to break up the double play. At that point, unless you give yourself up, there is no other way, unless you want to forearm the guy, to do so. But maybe that's just it. You just got to call it double play.
Yeah.
Just to prevent from somebody getting hurt.
Yeah. I just thought that was so messed up.
So, but yeah, he's not the first guy to do it. And since it's been happened before, get rid of it. It's got to go. That play has to go.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
But again, I feel like, I mean, that's what he did was bad. I have more of an issue of the guys sliding totally out of the base path.
Yeah.
And breaking people's legs or going, just totally second base is here. You're all the way over here. That I have more of an issue with that.
Which, by the way, Machado is guilty of doing that as well. I was looking up the montage of all his dirty or questionable plays, and yeah, he had a play hurt where not only did he slide out, he slid to the fielder, but there's one play where he slides to the inside of the infield, not the outside, but to the inside of the second base bag to get this fielder. It's just, oh man.
That and sliding over the bag are two things that, if that happens, that next guy's getting a fastball in the back.
Yeah. Well, of course, the Dustin Pedroia thing. I mean, Red Sox fans hate him because they feel like he ended Dustin Pedroia's career, and he kind of did. He really did. So, all right, man. So, yeah, you brought him up, Tony La Russa. My question to you is, was Tony La Russa right?
No, of course not. I'm not. Tony La Russa's what is he? 417?
He's something like that.
Yeah, he does. I don't know why they hired him. I don't know why.
Well, they are in first place.
That division's soft.
Hey, can you just recap the situation real quick?
So what happened was they're up 10 something,
15-4, I think.
They were up by a lot, like 10 plus runs. And it was 8th, 9th inning. They have an infielder pitching for whoever they were playing. It was a 3-0 count. So a rookie was up. And it was a 3-0 count. So La Russa supposedly got dugout and said, take the next pitch. Don't swing or something like that. So the next pitch, of course, was basically a lob over the plate. And he hits a home run. And La Russa's upset. He doesn't know. He's, it's an embarrassment. But I'll let him know, blah, 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 blah. And you know how I feel about these things.
Well,
with some of these old baseball rules and all this other stuff, if you want to get the guy out, don't put in an infielder. I'm supposed to stand up there and either have you strike me out or just take all these pitches to get on first. What am I here? Didn't just call the inning. What am I here for? I'm here to play baseball. If he can't get me out, then what's the point? Well, we've seen games, and as you would know, with the Rangers, how many runs did they put on the Orioles?
That would be 30.
30 runs. Now, did the next day did all of Baltimore come down there and start beating everybody up? Because at some point you gotta think, well, hey, we're at 24. Maybe we should stop scoring. And then to be so angry and then to call him out in the media, isn't that something that if you're old school, isn't that something you take care of internally? Dumb, whatever.
Yeah, I don't get it. So yeah, it was the Minnesota Twins. It was in the 9th inning. They were winning 15-4. Yerman Mercedes was up. Now here's the thing. Tony La Russa is wrong. First of all, you don't tell your guy to take. Come on, dude. This is the pros. Like you said, they put a position player out. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? Let your man hit. However, if your manager gives you the take sign,
you take. Yes. Now I don't know. Maybe he didn't hear it. I don't know. But no, you're 100% right. If my manager tells me to do something, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Regardless, I agree with you 100% on that.
That being said, the way he has handled this after the fact has been horrible. So
ridiculous.
Because he publicly came out and shamed his player, what do the Twins do? Oh, it's open season for me to hit this dude.
Yep.
His own manager says he was in.
They like what he did.
Yeah.
So we're
the next game they throw at him you. Yeah, okay, yeah, your player is wrong, but you don't publicly call out your player.
But then La Russa, I feel like would back up the Twins.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you showboat, son. You shouldn't be out there doing that sort of thing. You need to have the right baseball etiquette. That's why they throw at you.
So stupid. Yeah, he doubled down. You know what I mean? And you had players coming out saying, "Nah, man," backing up Mercedes, which they should. Like Tony La Russa, man, the way he handled that so poorly, man.
Horribly.
Yeah, so he probably already has lost the clubhouse, as they say, man. I don't have no respect for this dude. If my manager doesn't have my back, like why should I? Why should other than pride and ethic, work ethic and stuff? Why should I want to work hard for this dude or play hard for this dude? It's just terrible, man. Terrible.
Terrible.
All right, one last baseball thing, Hurt. Did you know we had 2 no-hitters this week, man?
I know we had Corey Kluber's, right?
We had Corey Kluber's, but before him, we had Spencer Turnbull.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah.
I must have missed Spencer somewhere.
Yeah. So Spencer no-hit the Mariners, which, of course, this is the second time in a month that the Mariners have been no-hit because, of course, John Means no-hit them a couple weeks ago. So my question to you is, what's up with all these no-hitters, yo?
It's a lot. We're at 6.
Yeah, we're about to break the record already.
Yeah, we did have an abbreviated spring training. I don't know. I think we did that, didn't we?
No.
Okay, so we don't even have that an excuse. I have no idea. That's a lot of no-hitters.
Yeah, like
I honestly don't know what the answer to that for me would be. It's just that there's been 6 already, and it's insane. And we're still in just May. So I don't know.
Yeah. So do you think it's good for the game?
I mean, it's not gonna. Yeah, why would it hurt it? I'd rather have a no-hitter than 28 runs in a game.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think it hurts the game. So, but my question to you: so as of today, we're like 40 games in, maybe some teams more, some teams less. Your division leaders are both color Sox, Athletics, Mets, Cardinals, and Padres.
Wow.
At the end of the season, which one of these teams do you think is most likely out of the 6 to stay in first place in their division?
White Sox.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, they're a game and a half ahead of Cleveland. I think Cleveland, even though they got rid of a lot of talent, they still got the Biebs. So they do have some good pitching. And of course, they got rid of Lindor. But they still have some good pitching. So I honestly feel like that's a good answer. My answer would be the Cardinals.
Okay. Well, you said it earlier. That division stinks, dude.
Yeah.
Minnesota is totally disappointed this season. Yep. The Detroit, the Tigers are rebuilding.
I was like, I was going to say, what's the last time the Tigers were good? I guess when Verlander was there.
Yeah, exactly. So
Kansas City's 2 games under 500, then Cleveland and Chicago.
Yeah. So if out of all those teams, I think the White Sox are. I won't say they're going to cruise, but I don't think they have a shot of relinquishing first place.
And I'm gonna give mine to the Cardinals.
Okay.
Because I think everybody that division, the Cubs, iffy, the Brewers, the Reds, the Pirates don't have a chance. So I think everybody else is just too compact to not flip flop maybe towards the end of the season. So, all right, what you got next?
All right, we're going to basketball, man.
We're going to play basketball. All right, what you got?
So my first question to you is, why can't LeBron just follow the rules, yo? Why can't he be the leader he's supposed to be and just follow the rules?
Well, I have a second part to that. Why didn't they suspend him?
Why don't you think they suspended him, Hurt? He's LeBron.
Well, I mean, I was going to, when I first saw what happened that he went to, whatever he went to.
He went to an event with like Drake and
Yeah. But it was for something.
Yeah.
It wasn't like just a birthday party.
I think it was to promote his tequila line or some type of beverage.
Yeah. Either way, he shouldn't have been there.
No, absolutely not.
And and again, I know it's playoff season, but if you want to send out the message that you shouldn't be going out here, whether it's Lou Williams trying to go get some wings or whatever James Harden did early in the season, if you want to schedule an event for or whoever's tequila or whoever it is, I don't know even whose it is, you schedule it for when you get out of the playoffs. Because right now, the Lakers play, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow.
Today.
Against Phoenix. He shouldn't be in that game. He should be suspended 2-3 games, whatever it is, because that's what the rules are. Period. He should not have gone out and done an event. Period. He should be with his team, and mind you, he's been injured this whole time, and I don't remember seeing him going anywhere. And now, again, I know when things are scheduled, but come on, man, it's just stupid.
Yeah,
I'm also just angry at the NBA for not suspending him. Suspend him for it.
Right.
He violated the freaking rules.
Right.
Suspend him.
And he doesn't have to be under any type of COVID protocols. Like, didn't they do that with like you said, Lou Williams?
Yeah, Harden. Now Harden early in the season, where he may have gone to some. I don't know, the different kind of clubs and places they went to, a little bit sketchy. But you weren't supposed to leave. You can go back home to your family. They told you no outside kind of activities and things like that. No one's showing up to any games. Just don't go. Do a video conference. Just call in on the screen. Be like, hey, Brian, man, hey, congratulations. I'm sorry I can't be there. Blah, 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 blah. That's it. Why you got to show up?
Yeah.
That's stupid, and they should have suspended.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That being said, we got to talk about this playing game. First of all, do you like the playing format?
Yes. I didn't think I was going to.
Yo, you sound just like me. I didn't think I was going to like this. But, yo, not only do I like it, I think they should keep this joint, man. I really do, because I think it gives teams an incentive not to tank, right? Like the Wizards. They couldn't tank because they were trying to get that 10th, 8th, 9th, or 10th spot, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? And it also gives the teams who in 7th and 8th place an incentive to work harder to get to number 6. You know what I mean? Like, I like it. And I like the fact that the 7 and 8 winner, you get a second shot. Like, all right, you lose the first one, but because you were the 7th, the higher seed, we're gonna give you a second shot. And if you can't beat the last place or the 9th or 10th seed, then so be it. You don't belong in the playoffs. I love it. I love it. And those games were so good. We had the Wizards Celtics. Game was good. Your boy goes off for 50. Jason Tatum goes off for 50. Unfortunately, the Wizards lost. But then the Wizards come right back and they stomp Indiana. The next
stomp.
And they punched their ticket into the playoffs. But then you had LA play Golden State, which was a great
dude. Yeah. Again, I couldn't stay up for that whole game.
Yeah,
even though I kind of did because I couldn't go to sleep either. But that was fun.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I don't know. You're better at math. I've got how many games actually occurred. So 7 and 8 played, 9 and 10 played. Then the loser of 7 and 8 played the winner of 9 and 10. So was that 3 games maybe?
Yeah, 3 games. Yep.
So 3 games. So it's been like 6 games, and I honestly have been invested in at least over 3 of those.
Yep.
So we're with the Wizards and the ones with Golden State.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would now. I didn't watch the Memphis Spurs game. Could care less.
I watched a little bit of it, but it was just boring me.
Yeah, I just couldn't. Now again, watch the Lakers, Golden State, and yesterday I was all on the Golden State. Memphis game. I couldn't turn it off.
It was a great game, man.
I went to overtime. Dude, I was in that game like I was like, oh my god! I was like, this is, like Ja rules, man.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was, man. I was so excited because it felt like it was an actual playoff game.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it kind of was, but I was like, man, they're gonna sit here and eliminate my mom's favorite player. So that was good. Yeah.
So is Steph still MVP, man? Because everybody in their mind, even your boy LeBron. Oh, Steph's the MVP. You mean to tell me Steph couldn't win 2 playing games to get to the playoffs? Come on, man.
Well, and then the thing is, Draymond said after they lost to Memphis, is that this team has a long way to go to compete. But I'm like, don't you have Steph Curry?
Really?
Yeah, but that goes to my biggest picture. Today is the day after they lost. I don't see anything online about him failing to lead his team to the playoffs. Like I don't see. I'm so as to why I don't see anything here. I get that we're angry about LeBron and the protocols because you should be suspended, but the NBA said it didn't rise to a virus level event, so that's why he wasn't suspended. I don't know what a virus level event is. And I love Jokic, Jay. Yeah, I do love Jokic.
He is the MVP, Jay. I totally agree with you.
Even though didn't they lose last night?
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So, but I'm. So today's headlines, ESPN, the Nets big. Oh no, it was Friday, right? That wasn't last night. It was 2 nights ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it might have been.
All right. So maybe it was on there 2 nights ago. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I still don't remember seeing that Steph was. Even though Steph did have a great game, he had 30 somehow whatever.
Yeah, he had like 35 points.
Yeah. But if this was LeBron James,
dude, they would be killing him.
He would be eviscerated right now. he could have had 37. He could have had 57.
Right.
If they lost the game and didn't make the playoffs,
you can forget.
That's why I said no one plays with LeBron's pressure. No one. Because no one gets blamed for literally everything but LeBron. Now, my question to people out there, as much as everybody loves Steph, I have no issues with Steph. I love Steph as a person. Curry, he's one of the greatest shooters I've ever seen in my whole life. I mean, that dude, there's nothing, he can't shoot from, there's not a spot on the floor that he can't shoot from. But what if LeBron was on that team? You think they would have made the playoffs?
Yes.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
I just kind of, because the excuse is, well, Steph doesn't have enough on the team. LeBron, for most of his career, until he left and went to Miami, didn't have enough on his team. And even if you go back to Cleveland, it was really him and some other dude. Yeah. And that was, yes, Kyrie, who, by the way, remember how Kyrie's career is without him.
Right. But wait a minute, Steph has the greatest defensive player of all time on his team.
Well, yeah, that's what he called himself, right? Who, by the way, missed that layup to win the game. So I guess he can't, either way. I just, the narrative is always different when it comes to LeBron. If, again, because it's Steph, everybody loves him, he'll get a pass. He'll go in the offseason. It's not going to be an article about him, about his failures to bring his team from, into the playoffs. None of that stuff. If anything, it'll be about everybody else. But with LeBron, it's always about LeBron. Yeah. He could have Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis could be out for the rest of his lifetime. But LeBron's supposed to take that team to the playoffs.
It's crazy.
He's supposed to do something. It's seriously. So this team, we all know, is not full of all-stars, right? He's got a good squad, like an average okay squad, besides AD. Contavious, Caldwell, Pope. All those guys got new contracts because they won the title last year, right?
Yeah. I mean, LeBron has AD and a bunch of role players, yo.
Yeah. They're playing the number 2. By the way, this is the first time that him and Chris Paul going to face each other in the playoffs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which is crazy. But they've usually been in different conferences. So that kind of makes sense. But either way, if LeBron goes out and they lose to Phoenix, who's a 2 seed, and they're a 7, it'd be all about LeBron losing. It'd be all about LeBron losing. It wouldn't be about anything else. And how he didn't win back-to-back titles and how he failed Los Angeles. But that's what it's going to be. But in all honesty, Phoenix should win this series. So, But going back to the playing games, we need it. I love it. I want some more of it.
I'm with you, man. We're gonna get some good games today, man. We should get Washington, Philly today. We should get Lakers, Phoenix today. What else am I missing? Who else should we be getting?
Knicks.
Oh yeah, Knicks. That's right. Knicks play today. I mean,
my Knicks.
And I want to see all those games, man. I got to see a little bit of Brooklyn. Who were they playing yesterday? Oh, Celtics. That was a good game until like the last 4 minutes or so when I think they pulled it away. Really?
Well, I guess you didn't know either. Well, I love Chris Paul. Okay. I kind of feel bad that he hasn't gotten a title. You know, I think if anybody deserves one in the league, I think it'd be CP3.
Yeah.
But, you know, and honestly, the Clippers lost yesterday. And if the Clippers fail, I feel like that's the biggest failure in the playoffs.
Yo, let me tell you, I'm worried about the Clippers, yo.
I'm not.
Who were they playing yesterday? Oh, Dallas.
Yeah.
I watched that game too. Dude.
Yeah, I was watching that game too.
I don't think the Clippers are going to get out the first round, yo. I don't. I don't. And let's talk about the Clippers, by the way. Why are they playing Dallas? You know why? Because they were scared. They're a bunch of punks. They tanked the last couple. No, they are, dude. They tanked the last couple games. They were trying to avoid the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't really try hard their last couple games, and they became a 3 seed. Yeah, because they didn't want to get the man. That's some punk stuff right there, man. What do you think?
The thing is, why are you afraid of LeBron if you're so good?
So did the Nuggets? Well, they're punks too.
Well, Denver's what? They're a lower seed though, right? They're like, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they the 4 and the 5 because they played.
Yeah, they're 4 or 5 or something. If you're the better team or the better Los Angeles team or whatever you are,
wait a minute,
you have Kawhi Leonard.
Wait a minute, who's the number 1 seed? The Nuggets aren't the number 1 seed?
Utah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you have Kawhi Leonard, who supposedly was at one point, like a year or so, the greatest player in the game at the time. You can't beat those Lakers? Come on. Like, seriously, if there's a year to beat the Lakers, this is your year.
Right, and I would kind of want them sooner rather than later because they haven't really gelled yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just don't.
Oh, and I got 2 questions.
Yeah.
Real quick. I don't know if we want to say anything. Because the Bucks and Heat played yesterday. I was watching that game too. Did you see any of that game?
Yes. I saw yes.
What kind of Heat uniform color is that?
I don't know, but you should like it. I mean, it's
I did.
Really? You didn't like the yellow and black?
I normally love that color scheme together, but due to the fact it was Miami, I didn't understand where it came from. Like there's certain they have their home ones where it's like that blue or that little
Miami Vice.
Yeah, the Miami Vice joint. I love that one.
I love it.
They have their normal because black is in their color scheme. Because I don't want to get into that argument. So they have black, red, and white, right?
Yes.
Where did this come from,
dude? I don't know.
Again, unless you have it, you could have a yellow. They've never won. I've never seen these before.
Yeah, these must be.
I thought they were playing Indiana. I didn't know what was going on. I was so confused. I was like, wait, is this Miami, this mustard color?
Yeah.
And did you see the Marlins uniforms yesterday? Maybe they were celebrating something?
No.
Yeah, Google Marlins uniforms from yesterday.
All right.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to look that up. But while I'm looking that up, what'd you think of that shot that Middleton hit, man? And
that was clutch.
Yeah.
That was clutch. Miami's going to be so good on defense, and no, sometimes it's going to be hard. I'm glad Middleton came up big in that situation, and that was a good. Damn, I never watched the first round of playoffs in a lot of these things, right? But I was watching that Bucks Miami game had me intrigued the whole time. I don't remember turning the TV.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Are you talking about these red uniforms?
The Marlins?
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're red. I feel like they're a different color. They're like grapefruit. Just something.
Oh, wait a minute. I must not be seeing them. Oh, yo, I see.
The ones from yesterday.
Hold on. I'm trying to. Oh, wow. Yeah, they are kind of, they're like red. They're like red.
Yeah, but it looked like something like the inside of a grapefruit color. Like, what is.
Yeah, they're called the City Connect uniforms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever that. Well, I guess that means has some type of meaning. But yeah, that's wow. Okay.
Yeah, that one's new on me. I was a tad bit confused about that one. But
okay.
I probably wouldn't be as confused if we didn't lose to them yesterday, which I was upset about, but whatever. But like James said, like they put Pat Beverly's supposedly their not their stopper, because that should be Kawhi. But I don't know. That was I don't even know who the head coach is in Clipperland anymore, to be honest with you. After Doc left, I just kind of Doc was like the last guy. This is the Clippers for so long. Maybe they just wanted to. I don't know. Maybe just sometimes there's a game plan like Jokic. They made sure Jokic scored a ton of points yesterday, like he did, but they made sure he didn't get anybody else in the game. So sometimes you just have a strategy of, I'll just let you kill us, but we won't let you get your teammates involved. You know, because if you get the team hot, then you're going to lose a game. So there's always a strategy with that, but you know, it backfired.
All right, man.
The Clippers will adjust, but go ahead.
All right. I have one last sports question, and then I just have another question for you before we get to our movies. I need to get, what are your playoff predictions? I just need to know who's coming out the East, who's coming out the West, real quick.
God, after watching the Clippers yesterday, because at first I picked the Clippers. I'm going to say now Phoenix and Philadelphia.
Wow. Okay. I'm going chalk. Well, really not chalk. I'm saying Lakers Nets.
That's chalk. You think the Lakers are going to win?
Who in the West is going to beat the Lakers?
It's got to be Phoenix.
After watching the Clippers, after watching Denver last night,
if Phoenix don't put them away, then everybody's in trouble. I totally agree with that. But Phoenix, with the team, the number 2 seed, the way they played all season, being healthy, you got the point guard out there, their first matchup against each other. Phoenix has to win this series. They have to. And James and that Suns. So I say the Suns. I feel like they'll have trouble with Joel Embiid, though. I feel like they'll have trouble with Embiid. Embiid, he's been playing on the MVP level. He's healthy. Ben's been healthy. The Phillies been healthy. So, and Doc, they got Doc as their head coach, who has more experience than Steve Nash, who has zero experience.
Well, how can the 76ers get out the East when the Wizards are going to beat them?
You know what? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Now, if the Wiz pull off this upset, you better like Russell Westbrook now. That's all I got.
Oh man! All right, man. Before we get to our movies, this is totally random. Let me see. Do you believe in UFOs, Hurt?
Of course.
Oh, okay. All right. Only reason why I'm asking that, I was hoping you were going to say no, because I was just going to let you know that our U.S. government is pretty much finally admitted to the existence of UFOs. There was a pretty eye-opening segment on 60 Minutes last week, which talks about this. And, dude, it messed me up a little bit, Joe. Yeah, because the U.S. government is finally, because before when it comes to like
you watch Independence Day?
Okay, that's fiction, Hurt. But no, pretty much the U.S. government, the government, they kind of like, the stuff doesn't exist, but they're pretty much admitting that, yeah, they don't call them UFOs, they call them unidentified aerial phenomenon now.
Yeah, there's things that you can't explain. You don't know where it came from.
Yeah, and they're trying to figure out, all right, what are these things? Who has this technology? They pretty much said the technology is better than any like fighter ships we have. They're trying to figure out who these things like. Are these things like built are these things like Russian, Chinese, or are these actually like otherworldly? But these things actually exist. Yeah, if you have a chance, watch the 60 Minutes piece last week. Man, it kind of, like I said, just kind of opened my eyes with this. Now, they're about to come out with this report that they have to report to Congress. I think next month they have to, come out with a report of all their findings to Congress. Like the U.S. is taking this seriously. Like we need to know what these things are so we know how to, so that they don't pose as a threat against us.
Yeah, no, yeah, but yeah,
yes.
To me, anything coming from outer space is not as big a threat as things that are here. So I'm not worried yet until some comes down and says, "Hello, Earth people, I want to take over your planet." Then after that, then all of a sudden everybody's going to lose all their little colorisms and everybody's going to be one banded together, race of humans. But other than that, listen, I know there's stuff out there. I know there's stuff out there. We can't explain everything. Why is there, there's a comet that comes like every 76 years. It's just certain things there's a phenomenon of stuff that we can't explain.
You mean like cicadas coming every 17 years?
Well, them or 13. Like there was this photo of this, I was thinking it was in China, of this car crashing into nothing. Like the video it doesn't show anything. It just shows a car driving and hitting something invisible. And sometimes in the whole magnetic force of things happen. So I can't explain it. I don't even try because it usually involves math anyway. So I don't get involved in that. But yes, I'm cool. UFOs are there, but unless they come up and, beam me up, Scotty, I'm not, it doesn't bother me at all.
Okay. All right, man. Well, before we roll out, let's get to our 4 movies. We got we're halfway through. We're going through our favorite movies. We're at number 40 now, and 3 out of the 4 movies were on your list, Hurt.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much going to be the Hurt segment. And all right, so let's start with number 40, Black Hawk Down. Tell us about it, Hurt.
This movie has a bunch of people in it that I never thought were in anything. Orlando Bloom's in it.
Oh, wow.
Ewan McGregor. It's the guy who, gosh, I forget. But I'm not good with names. Everybody knows that.
Well, I haven't seen this movie, so.
Well, it's not. That's not shocking. But it's basically it follows the real life situation of the raid that happened in Mogadishu.
Okay.
That President Clinton called for to go get a warlord down there, and all the stuff that happened in Somalia. It's to me it's intriguing. It's action packed from beginning to end, and it's just a good movie. Oh, it also has the guy who's in Saving Private Ryan.
Matt Damon?
No, he's not in it. One of the other guys. He's like a secondary actor, but he's real good at it. But it's a good movie. It's a good movie. I enjoy watching it. Every time it comes on, it's one of those movies that I have to stop and watch.
Okay.
I have to stop and watch. But it's crazy too. It's like, oh my God, look at all the stuff that happened. But it's got a lot of actors that before I was like, wait, who's in this movie? And it's a whole bunch of, when you look at it, there's a whole bunch of people that I'm sure I didn't name that are in this movie. But it's a good movie.
Okay. Well, next is number 39. This one is on my list. I love this movie, man. One of my favorite comedies, Trading Places, man.
There we go. Okay.
Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh, man. When it comes to Eddie Murphy, there's 2 movies, man. It's Coming to America and Trading Places. But Trading Places is pretty close up there. I mean, the story of the Duke brothers, which...
Yeah, Mortimer.
Yeah, Mortimer and Randolph place a bet to see if they wanted to do a social experiment. They took a homeless man, Eddie Murphy, and pretty much and Dan Aykroyd, who was a Wall Street stockbroker or commodities trader, and they wanted to see what would happen if they switched their lives. Would Dan Aykroyd switch to a life of crime? Would Eddie Murphy's character Billy Ray Valentine could he successfully become could become a successful stockbroker, and all they did this all because of a bet. You know how much that bet was, Hurt?
I forgot.
$1. $1 bet, Joe. They ruin these people's lives over a $1 bet. Jamie Lee Curtis, she gets thrown in the mix. Yo, it's just so funny, man. And of course, Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, once they found out what was going on, they had to get their revenge against the Duke brothers. But anyway, it's just such a good movie. It's so funny, man. Like I said, this and Coming to America, like 1 and 2, Trading Places, man, is high on my list, man.
I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I forgot about Life. Yeah, Life was good.
Oh, okay, Life.
But yeah, this movie it's old school. It's funny, and Dan Aykroyd was hilarious. I love Dan Aykroyd.
Yes,
and it was such a well thought out, funny movie, and definitely deserves its place.
Absolutely. All right, man. Number 38. This is your movie, but it should be on my list as well. It's on my top 100 list, or is this my movie?
No, it's got to be my movie.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's got to be mine. If anybody's going to remember something that I quote all the time, it's got to be. Listen, I think this should be the last Quentin Tarantino movie on this list.
Yes.
This is the best one.
Yes.
Listen, man. When I first saw this movie and how they have like separate parts and how he put everything together, Bruce Willis is in the movie. I think people forget Bruce Willis. This saved John Travolta's career.
Yeah, this absolutely. After this movie came out, his career took it exploded all over again. Yeah, this was the movie that kind of made him take.
They brought him back.
Yeah, brought him back. Yep. And Uma Thurman, come on, she's awesome in this movie.
She's awesome. Samuel. That's where we got Ving Rhames.
Yeah. So
we listen. We have this movie was funny. It was crazy. It was campy. It was he puts all the same people basically in all the movies.
Yeah.
Harvey Keitel's in it as the cleaner.
Yeah.
Royale with cheese. I mean, this movie has me laughing, and it has just that part with Samuel in there quoting the Bible.
Yeah,
and you can't beat that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You can't beat that. So yeah, I love Pulp Fiction. It's again, it's my top Tarantino film.
All right, and also on your list, which is surprisingly not on my list, but an animated movie, Toy Story.
How is this not on your list?
Because this isn't the best Pixar movie. It's the first Pixar movie, but it's not the best. This isn't even the best Toy Story movie.
No, I don't care. This started the franchise.
Yes,
this started. It led me down a path I didn't think I was going to be led down to where I thought they were all going to die, and I'm sitting here like almost crying. They're all going to go down that fire and everything. It's just from beginning to end. This movie is but it reminds me because it came out so long ago now. So I was really young. We were both in our 20s, I think.
Yeah, Toy Story, I believe, came out 94, 95-ish.
Oh, then if it came out 94, then we're still like high school, first year college.
No, it didn't come. Hold on. Wait. No, I'm getting my year. It did not come out in 95.
Maybe like
94. I'm going to say 92.
No, it came out that long ago?
I'm going to check real quick.
Okay. But
95. I was right. 95.
95. Okay, so yeah, we were still teens. So, it's just coming out and it's the whole putting your name on your toy. You got a toy and they come alive when you leave because I always thought mine did because I swear they'd move. I didn't put Optimus over here. How did he get over on the side of the room? Nobody been home all day. Did he transform and roll out by himself? Like where did he go? So just lent to that whole idea. And of course, having Tom Hanks, my favorite actor, the best actor of all time, on there, and all the other voices. You got Cliff, huh?
Oh yeah, Cliff from Cheers. Yeah, Tim Allen playing.
Yeah.
Man, can't think it's
Buzz.
Yeah, thank you.
Lightyear.
Yeah.
And them fighting over Bo Peep or whatever the case is. It's just Ken and Barbie, or I think it was just Barbie. I don't think Ken was in this one yet.
Yeah, Ken wasn't in the first one.
Yeah, so it was. Oh man, it's just such a good. Yeah, the Army Man.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
we had Mr. Potato Head. We had the Etch a Sketch.
Yeah.
So it's got that.
He had the dinosaur.
Yes, yes.
His name, I mean, yeah, you had some. You had so many good things in this film, and to me, the fight scene was the best. Just between Buzz and Woody, and Woody's just hitting. It was like Buzz, 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 Buzz. I was on the ground. It was so good because it's like, oh, you're a toy.
Yeah, you're a toy. Yeah.
It's so good. I loved it. Listen, I know all the other Toy Stories are great, but this was the first one. I got to give it its props, and I put it up.
Yeah, I think Toy Story 2 is probably my favorite. Toy Story 3, like you said, that almost had me in tears. Toy Story 4, I haven't seen yet.
Okay.
And it's on Disney Plus. So I need to actually check it out. But yeah, I think Toy Story 2 is my favorite one. But 3, man, good Lord. I
like 2 because it had action Carl.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, I like that one too. Yeah, no, I can't listen. I love that movie. I can't complain. It was a franchise. Like you said, there's been a billion Pixar movies. Yep. And we could just do a Pixar count.
Dude. Let me tell you. You know what? Maybe we should do that one day. We should just rate all the Pixar because they're so good. There's some clunkers in there. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, we should.
Yeah, everybody has clunkers though. But it's not like a bunch of them.
No. But Pixar, there's some Pixar movies I haven't seen, but I've seen just about all of them. But they do such a freaking good job, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's one pick. Like if I had to rank them and I had to deal with me emotionally and stuff, it'd be totally different than having Toy Story on here. But just Toy Story to me was the start of the awesomeness of this whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just went down this stuff of movies that we're never going to forget.
Yeah. Well, I think we both agree on a Pixar movie that should be in our top 14 or 15. So I
think we would agree on a bunch of them.
No. But I'm saying of the movies we agree on, one of them is a Pixar movie that.
Gotcha.
I think, because I think it kind of has the same meaning to both of us, which is why we like it. I think, or maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's only two. It'll be between two movies. But I don't know if you saw the other one. But I know the other one you love. So I don't. If I rank that, did I rank that?
Hold on. Now I gotta check.
Yeah, because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but that movie should be up there. But it might not be. It might be one of those movies I forgot.
Oh shoot! Wait a minute. No, it's not. No, we didn't agree on that movie.
Okay, but you have it on your list.
Oh, I definitely have it on my list. Yeah.
We should have agreed on it. That should be like 15 or 16 or something.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't agree. But now what was I gonna say? So it's funny because as we're getting closer to the upper echelon of our movies, more animated movies are coming into play. I think Toy Story might have been the first animated movie we've talked about. So, but there's about to be a lot more, especially coming from me. So,
yeah, and that's the one thing I agree with. I don't know about your rom-com stuff that you come out with, which is odd, but you know me. But see, I'm out of everybody here. I still watch cartoons, so yeah. But most of them were. I could put a whole bunch. I could have put Transformers the movie on here, which I don't think I have, because that's sentimental. Came out on my birthday. I think I was 10, and just seeing it, and Optimus dying, and that right there, people cry. I was happy. I was like, I don't care about him. I love Rodimus anyway, but Starscream dying hurt me. So that still burns me. And they came out with the Coronation Starscream toy. They made it with the crown and the robe and everything. So I gotta buy it. So I'm gonna get Coronation Starscream, and I'll let you know how it comes out.
Speaking of buying stuff, before we go off real quick, so Rudy sent me a link yesterday to something that just came on the market in your area. Hurt. Somebody around in your neck of the woods is selling a 1981 DeLorean. Yo, I was like, oh my god!
Talking about like that toy one from the movie?
No, a 1981 DeLorean. It's got about 17,000 miles on it. I was like, oh my god! For most people, their dream cars might be, Ferraris, Maseratis,
Bugattis.
Yeah, Bentleys. Me, no, my dream car is a DeLorean. A 1980s DeLorean. Dude, you don't know how bad, I just want to go to that person and be like, yo.
Well, if you could, you should just go see it.
Yeah, no, I know. No, I can't. But yeah, it's actually it's funny. It's in your neck of the woods, yo. Right here. Yeah, yo. I was like, that's crazy.
See, I wonder if Dan knows. Dan may not know.
Oh, okay.
So then I gotta let him know because that's his favorite movie of all time. So both of y'all's, I think. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, listen, I saw this. There's this guy I follow on social media who is a huge He-Man guy, and he has the old Snake Mountain.
What?
Yes, and like a castle. I love me some Castle Grayskull.
Oh shoot!
Like if I could have Castle Grayskull. Matter of fact, if I lived in a house, it would look like Castle Grayskull. Like I love Castle Grayskull. Just imagine living in a castle and you make it look like Castle Grayskull. How cool would that be? I don't know. I wouldn't want the sorceress living there. So, it's just, but that dude, oh my god, I love that toy. I guess, the older I guess, the more I reminisce and the value these things have. It's pretty cool. There's this place near you down Harford Road. It's called Collectible Corner. It's a comic book shop, and they had Cat's Lair in there from the Thundercats, and they have a whole bunch of old comic books, figures, turtle stuff.
Yo, why you just telling me this?
Yeah, because I just went there a couple of weeks ago. But it's near you. I thought you should know about it.
Yeah. All right, we got.
Yeah, I might be going there today. I'll let you know. It's right down Harford Road. Yeah, I'll send you the address and the name of it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. That's it, right? That's all.
That's it. All
right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you watch all the NBA playoff games today. There's going to be, I think they start at 1:00, and all of them are going to be good. Just support them. Watch the WNBA, which just got started this year. And I still don't know. I'm probably still rooting for Seattle in that one because they have the most UConn people. Even though Phoenix still has added a couple, it's going to be a fun, exciting NBA season. So everybody should tune into that. But thank you, everybody, for being here. NYMD Podcast. Of course, we're on StreamYard. You can follow us on YouTube, download, click, subscribe, and like. We'd appreciate it. Also, you can leave your comments there, as well as follow us on social media on Facebook, IG, and the Twitter. And, of course, we download the audio version, which is on Google Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and Spreaker apps. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find NYMD Podcast. Everybody stay safe, and watch out for those cicadas.
Peace out, y'all.
Holla. Heard they're crunchy and have good protein.